Hello, and thank you all for being here. I am so honored to be presenting tonight's speaker, Dr. Jane Goodall. As a child, Jane was known for her love of the outdoors and animals. She was unable to go to college because of finances, but always dreamed of being able to go to Africa and observe the wildlife there. When Jane was 23, she got the opportunity to go to Africa with a friend. While there, she met world-renowned paleoanthropologist Dr. Leakey. Dr. Leakey gave Jane a job at a natural history museum there, and after working there for some time, he offered her the opportunity to travel to Tanzania and study and live amongst tribes of chimpanzees there. At only 26 years old, and with no formal education in the field, Jane agreed to go. Dr. Leakey actually liked that Jane had no education in this field, and he believed it would give her the opportunity to study the animals with an open mind and without any preconceived ideas of how the animals behave. This expedition would completely change how people saw chimpanzees and shed light on how similar the animal is to humans. We now know they're our closest living relative. Tonight, Jane's going to talk about those early years in Tanzania. She's going to talk about the first months when it seemed like she may never be accepted into one of the chimp tribes, and the first chimp that began to trust her and accepted her into the tribe, and then the other chimps in that tribe accepted her as well. Her first major observation was that chimpanzees actually aren't vegetarians, which people thought they were. She observed them not only eating meat, but hunting it as well. Later on, Jane would observe a chimpanzee making tools out of twigs and then using those to pull termites out of small hills in their mounds. This is known as her most major discovery because until then, humans thought themselves the only species capable of using tools. Jane will also talk about the complex social dynamics that she observed within the tribes, especially between mothers and their children. Jane has spent her life becoming an expert on chimpanzees and conservation. After the first few years in Tanzania, Jane went to Cambridge and got her PhD in the study of animal behavior. Jane would spend 26 years studying the chimpanzees in Tanzania and continues to work in conservation and educating the public. During her career, Jane Goodall has published over 30 books. One of them is titled In the Shadow of Man, and it accounts for what she'll be talking about tonight, her early years studying in Tanzania. Jane hopes that by educating the public on chimpanzees, their similarities to humans, and the importance of saving their habitat, that she will inspire people to work towards conservation. Please join me in welcoming Jane Goodall.